Mortality awareness, the inevitability of death as a motivator. Perspective on life and death. Let's face it, none of us are getting out of here alive. That might sound grim, but it's actually freeing when you think about it. In 3 generations, nearly everyone alive today will be forgotten. That opinion someone had about you, that thing you were worried people might judge you for, it won't matter in the long run. So why let it hold you back now? Instead of seeking validation from others, focus on achieving your goals and dreams for yourself. Do the things that excite you, that challenge you, that make you feel alive. Because at the end of the day, the only person you truly answer to is yourself. The zoom out perspective. Ever seen one of those images of Earth from space? It's tiny, barely a speck in the vastness of the universe. Now think about your problems in that context. Suddenly they don't seem overwhelming, do they? Most of the things we stress about daily, missed deadlines, awkward conversations, small failures, are insignificant in the grand scheme of time. 100 years from now, no one will remember that embarrassing thing you did at work. But you might regret not taking that risk, not chasing that dream, or not spending time with the people you love. Practical application. When life gets overwhelming, take a step back, literally or mentally. Imagine yourself zooming out, seeing your worries shrink until they're just tiny blips on a massive timeline. This little mental trick can help you detach from temporary stressors and refocus on what truly matters. The fear of death as a motivator. At its core, almost every fear we have ties back to mortality. Fear of failure? It's really about survival and social acceptance, which are necessary for staying alive. Fear of change? It's the unknown, something that evolution has taught us to be cautious about. Yet, when people are faced with death, whether through illness, accidents, or simply the realization of aging, they often take the most action. They quit that job they hate, mend relationships, and finally pursue their passions. Why? Because they understand that time is limited. Reframing fear. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, use it as fuel. Let the awareness of life's finiteness push you to act now. Start that project. Take that trip. Tell that person how you feel. Whatever it is you've been putting off. Mortality isn't just something to fear. It's the greatest reminder that life is happening right now. Final thoughts on this branch. Death is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be depressing. It can be the most powerful motivator to live fully, unapologetically, and on your own terms. So zoom out, let go of the small stuff, and make the most of the time you have. Because one day you'll look back and you'll want to be proud of the way you spent your life.